2, 1. What is up, everybody? Hold on, let's get the video on. How is everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Saturday Night, Saturday Night Tech, whatever we're calling this these days. You're here with me, the Everyday Dad, and
the Everyday Wife.
How are you doing today, Everyday Wife?
Oh, I'm great. How are you?
The Everyday Wife. I'm doing fantastic. How are you doing today, Everyday Wife?
Do you know what tomorrow is?
I do. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and don't anybody else forget that out there either. I'm not saying I forgot it because I totally did not forget it.
No, you didn't.
High five.
Yay.
Totally did not forget it, but if you had, you should probably at least call your mother out there tomorrow.
And for all the moms out there, Happy Mother's Day.
And Happy Mother's Day for any mothers that are watching. And yes, as Bill Utah pointed out, we are repping another channel's brand right now. So I told him when he came, I told Kelly from over at Ready Set Drone, if he sent me a shirt, I would wear it for a live stream. And darn it if he didn't send me a shirt. And now I'm wearing it for a live stream. So we're decked out in our Ready Set Drone apparel. If you would also like to get a Ready Set Drone t-shirt, I believe I have the link in the description. I see it on the Everyday Wife's computer, but I don't see it on my computer. So if you...
It's there.
Is it?
Trust it.
Okay.
You put it there.
If you also want to get your very own Ready Set Drone t-shirt, because we don't have, I'd plug my t-shirt, but we don't have as cool of a logo, so we don't have Everyday Dad t-shirts. But so what's going on, Everyday Wife? Like how?
What's going on?
What did you get for Mother's Day?
Well, I can't show you till tomorrow since I picked it out.
You don't have to show me. You can tell me.
Oh.
Well, okay. You picked it. Why did you pick it out?
Why? I don't know, because I'm really excited about it and I really wanted it, and I just wanted to make sure that it was nice. And
let me say, guys out there can probably back me up here. Buying clothes for your significant other is a lose-lose situation.
It is?
It is.
Have you ever bought me clothes before?
Yes.
You did?
And it was a lose-lose-lose situation.
What'd you buy me?
I'm sure it was a shirt or something like that. And so the reason it's a lose-lose is it's great to buy stuff for our significant others. You know, that's awesome. However, not to derail the entirety of the live stream, but if I buy you a shirt and it's too small, you will be mad at me, and if it's too large, you'll be mad at me. So there's no right answer. But
it's not always your fault. Sometimes it's the brand's fault.
But that doesn't mean that
vanity sizing.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I'm absolved of that guilt. I'm the messenger that will be shot.
No, but you wear all the clothes I buy you.
I do. Well, that's because it's easy. It's easy. So if it's like an oversized shirt, I'll probably still wear it.
Oh, okay.
It's easier that way.
Okay.
It's easier that way.
Okay. Well, so I got to go shopping by myself to a store that I had just found, and I love it. So I got to hit it up and hit it hard in a budget. That's a big thing for, both of us won in that situation. Well, hey, Johnson Drummer, $2. Love the streams. Well, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. We've got a really awesome show today. You probably saw from the title, we're going to have Leica Dad on the channel today. He runs a YouTube channel about like Apple Watches, cameras, stuff like that. Yeah, Leica is a camera brand. So if you want to check out really awesome stuff, you can go check out his channel, and we'll get him on here in just a second. But what else? Do you have anything else to start off with? Do we got anything? Here, we'll check out the comments real quick before we start talking. Jonathan Maxwell, this is pretty soft. I mean, yeah. I will say I thought this was a medium. This is a schmedium. So it's not. Oh, you're just showing off your muscle.
Now that I've taken a lot of time off work, I've spent a lot of time eating ice cream, so it's probably more schmedium than
yeah, after your 10-mile run.
I've not run 10 miles. Yeah, so this is the same. So we did not do a live stream last week. We had a house showing that was just too close to live stream. Not worth the stress of that. So yeah, we're in this new situation, which you're probably going to be seeing a lot of new situations because, we're moving and we don't have anything established yet anywhere. So we're going
to be homeless soon.
We're going to be homeless.
So it might be just live stream from the car.
Yeah, we might just be, well, that's awesome that we have cell phones and stuff like that where we can very much do that. So let's go ahead and get Leica Dad on the channel. Everyday Wife, over to you for a second.
Oh, okay. So I'm just catching up on the chat. Bill Utah, no, I did not go shopping at Best Buy, my least favorite store in the whole world.
That's disappointing.
I'm not. Christina, if you never heard of it, it is extremely Southern, and so I've made the full conversion to Southern
She
lady.
says that, but she didn't have a single monogram thing on her today.
But I thought about it.
Okay. Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for joining us. So welcome everybody to Leica Dad. Round of applause, everybody.
Hey, Leica
everybody
Dad.
cheer for Leica Dad. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I can't hear.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Love being here.
Absolutely. So, if somebody today were to go join the Leica Dad channel, what do you do over at Leica Dad?
Me?
Yeah. What is the Leica Dad YouTube channel?
Yeah, I started a channel by talking about Leica gear. This is the camera brand that I love very much. And then when the Apple Watch Series 3 released, and then I start doing unboxing and testing, and then the channel just grew better from there. So I kind of just shift a little bit over to more Apple product, but I still talk about the camera product sometimes when I could.
Absolutely.
But just we Leica, the price is really high, and they release product every 3 years, so I can't really say talking about Leica. So eventually, I have to find something else to talk about.
Absolutely. Hey, I noticed that you've got your. Everybody else may not have noticed that, but I see an Everyday Dad. Dad postcard behind you. That's really awesome. So so one of the things is if you do a super chat of $6 or more, we can't do it. Don't do it today. If you want a super chat for over $6, that's great, but we don't have access to anything to ship it out. But when we get established again, if you do super chats $6 or more, we will send you out a postcard magnet combination. So that's awesome that Leica Dad has one of those. That it worked out pretty well.
Yeah, I always keep it on my desk, so kind of inspire me to make more videos.
That's awesome. So hey, I got a question for you. So are you currently, is your camera that you're streaming on right now, is that the A7 III?
Yes, I rented a lens. It's 24-105, so I'm testing that now.
It looks amazing. I just want to say that that looks. That's the F4. Is that the G Master? Or is that the G?
Yeah, it's the G Master F4. Yeah, but I only renting it because I don't want to. I don't really know if I want a lens that heavy, in my setup. But I want to test it out. But now it looks really good, so I'm considering if I can find one good deal.
I'm considering getting one. Looking at that picture, that looks fantastic. What do you? I mean, you're not really a big camera person, but that looks really good.
What do you mean? No, actually, Leica Dad, I was at the eye doctor.
Oh.
And I zipped the Everyday Dad a picture, and I said, "Look at this." Hold on, I had to send that text.
Well, hey,
I want to show you this picture. It's right here.
Hold on, real quick. So we've got $4.99 from Lloyd Mendenhall, the Grumpy Vlogger. We are at our cabin this weekend with limited bandwidth, so just wanted to say hi. Thanks so much, Lloyd. We really appreciate it, especially if you're on your camping trip and you're spending your time with us. And 400 AGL, $25. Love the show, y'all. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Well, thank you. We definitely really appreciate that. You guys are seriously awesome. All right, go ahead. You've got your
Leica Dad. So
yes,
at the eye doctor. So can I just flash this picture up here?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's me at the eye doctor.
We're in manual focus. It's not going to focus.
Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that.
Well, yeah.
But
hold
then,
on.
Look.
Here, if you want to show it here, I'll switch.
Okay. I think I.
No, here. I wanted. That was just me sitting at the eye doctor, so I sent
sort
that.
of.
But then this is what caught my attention.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Maybe. Okay.
Okay, now put it up.
Put it up.
Yeah. Closer.
Okay. Well,
it might not focus.
I don't know if it'll focus.
Function.
Let's see. There. Oh, it's sort of. Can you see it?
Yeah, it's really good to have two people working on it, so one people can focus.
All right. I think
can you see? Nice. Their machine have the Leica brand.
Oh,
it's like
yeah,
a brand.
Yeah. Because Leica makes a lot of those optical
They do. I didn't realize that.
Optical product.
Oh, I totally just ran into one of my light stands.
I was like, look. I'm sitting here and I'm like, Leica Dad, I wonder if he knows about optometry and all of the images, probably the mirrors and stuff. I don't even know.
This is the most I've heard you even talk about.
I was excited. That's excited as I get about.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But it was pretty interesting to see that, in a place I wouldn't have expected it.
Yeah, I pretty
Definitely.
much see a lot of. I even see their brain in the hospital. When they. I think like for the eye doctors thing. Yeah.
So what makes so what is it about? So do you like Leica cameras, or are you a big Panasonic fan, or just Leica like specifically?
Um, I think my first camera was the Panasonic GF1, and that's how I got to know about Leica. And I bought it like I think around 2009, and then I kept that one till about 2011. I started going to Leica, but I started with a film, so I started shooting a lot of film. I bought those old Leica camera, and I just started got really into it. So I tried pretty much every single M series, like M2, M3, M4, 5, 6, to the newest M9 and the M240. So I'm just really into it. But to be honest, they're really overpriced camera, and they only does manual focus. So now that I'm switching to Sony, when I take picture of my kid, it's just so much easier. I can take every picture with one hand. I don't even have to look at the viewfinder.
Yeah,
Just eye focus and everything's in focus. Just so much better.
it's so nice. So speaking of Sony cameras, how have you been liking the A7 III so far?
I really like it, but in the same time, I feel like there's just so much to learn, and I probably only use like 10 to 20% of like what I'm capable of. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue learning, and during the summer, I'm going back to Taiwan.
Okay.
In the 2 months, I'm just gonna test the camera maybe for like street photography, for more of those run and gun kind of video feature. And like hopefully by actually using it, I'm gonna learn some more, like about how to use the camera. But so far, I really like it, and especially for the price, I don't think you can beat that. It's just yeah.
Yeah, I mean it is pricey. Like when you're not a camera person, the cost of cameras is really shocking until you realize how much good cameras cost. And I'm really surprised at what Sony was able to put into. I mean, it's not a budget camera, but compared to like their
Definitely.
other cameras, it is a more budget camera. And the stuff they put into that thing just shocks me. It caused me physical pain to get rid of mine. It caused me
Yeah,
physical
but
pain.
when I watch your task compared to the focus speed with the A6300, like if I had an A6300, in the same situation like you, I probably wouldn't keep the A7 III, because it just does pretty much everything the A7 III does.
No, I agree. But here's and this you're kind of talking. You're catching me right now, like as I'm trying to like not
Readopt a
readopt,
camera.
but
Yes.
so I'm at a point in like my video making where I want to start making some investments, and the problem with the APS-C Sony cameras is there's not a lot of lenses you can invest in, because I mean, not saying that Sony hasn't like put a lot of R&D into their crop sensor stuff, but clearly they're focusing on the A7 III, their full frame camera.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to like I want to stick with the A6300, the A6500, but there's like no room to grow. Like this is a Sigma lens, and I think Sigma makes fantastic lenses, but once you've gone, like there's nowhere to go. There's no G Master APS-C stuff.
Right. And like now pretty much like all the third-party companies, they start making the lens for the full frame Sony. So yeah, I guess I get it. Yeah. And the new 28 to 75 2.8. Yeah, that one, the image quality is, and I think it's only $900, $900. Yeah,
It's like
insane.
$799.
Seven. Oh wow.
It's such an outrageously, it's so. For example, everyday wife, because I know cameras are not your thing. So the big camera I had a couple weeks ago,
The big one, the one you love, but then you...
that I just said I had physical pain getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And I may or may not get another one.
But you're going to have to sell everything. To
Everything. We'll sell.
We're going to sell a house.
And the everyday kid. I mean, he can.
No, we keep that.
Oh, no.
That's mine. That's half mine. You're not selling him.
We'll find some kind of agreement. But anyway, so
No, we won't. Do not call CPS.
the really good lens for this camera, the Sony calls them their G Master line. The one that is compared to what Leica Dad's talking about is $2,200, and the one that Tamron is coming out with is $800. I'm saving money by getting it. Is what I'm saying.
Oh,
like,
my word. Yeah.
Like I don't see the downside.
Jeez, I
is the
stuck to a
downside?
budget for Mother's Day gift, but here we go, $800.
Well, it's not out yet.
I would like
It's more
$800
the
to spend at that
investment, I
store.
guess.
Yeah, I can't get it yet. It's not out. I'm just saying, in the off chance.
Well, the $1,400 you'll be saving, I'd like to have it.
Well, we can talk about that later.
Oh, okay.
So, like a
You
dad,
guys can do half and half.
don't give her ideas. Don't give her ideas about that. So you mentioned Apple Watches. So what are your thoughts on Apple Watches right now? Because somebody has an Apple Watch and somebody got rid of their Apple Watch.
Oh, I saw your video
and
comparing
definitely
them.
regret it.
Yep. He has a video comparing all the different series.
So which one's your favorite?
Well, Series 3 for now. And because from Series 1 and 2 is pretty much the same speed, right? Because it came out the same year. But Series 3, I think, it really put in the really enough powerful enough processor and safe enough battery life. So I think Series 3 is a really big jump from Series 1, 2, and even compared to the first one, the first gen. So yeah, the Series 3 is definitely my favorite, but I don't think that the LTE feature is really useful because for many situations, you still need to depend on your phone, and plus the battery life just not that good. If you totally only use the LTE, if just on my regular usage, probably not even gonna last 18 hours, the most. And that's if you don't talk a lot on the phone, you don't send a lot of text. So yeah, I feel like the LTEs, when it came out, it's more for testing. They kind of want to test the market and see how people like it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't feel like the hardware part is quite ready for LTE yet. And it like when they first released their commercial was that the woman went surfing and they can still talk on the phone. But when I test, once you put a watch under the water, there's pretty much no signal at all. So that's just there's still some part they have to invest more and have more breakthrough in it. But for now, I don't think you have to get an LTE one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I've been kind of back and forth. Like I had a Series 3, and when I was doing my whole so as everybody, as viewers of the channel will know, I have commitment issues when it comes to technology.
No.
Where,
Well, I think you are really logical. If you find it's not, you don't get a really good use out of it. You don't keep it. I wish I can do that because
exactly.
I save so much money.
Exactly. I'm logical. I'm not
illogical.
I don't have attachment problems with tech. I'm logical about it. So I think since we've started the channel, we've had like 6 or 7 cameras. We've had
6 or 7.
3 or 4 computers with phones and watches and
more than that.
So I am considering getting another Apple Watch because I
Kind of miss it, huh?
I miss having
because how many cell phones have you had?
I mean I've reviewed cell phones, but I haven't changed my cell phone. My cell phone that I've had is
had an Apple, then you don't have an Apple.
I still have the Apple. It's right there. I mean, I broke a cell phone. I don't know that counts. But no, one of the things I like is Nathan points out is the watch is just handy for running. So one of the things that I liked about the Apple Watch was it did everything, and I didn't have to mess around with putting on a different running watch or putting on a different weather watch. It just all kind of worked. Yeah.
But the Series 4 is coming out soon, so maybe wait a little bit.
Do you know what's going to be on that one? Do you have the inside track?
Supposedly, I don't have any, but yeah, supposedly it's going to be the first time they're going to redesign the watch. So I really think it's quite about time for them to redesign the hardware, the look, and everything, and probably put the bigger screen on the watch, like the iPhone 10, edge to edge. So
with
I'm gonna
with a
see.
notch. You think they'll put a notch on the watch just to?
I hope not, but because think about if you have to put a notch on it, pretty much just cover the entire top section, right? Because with 2 camera, I hope not. Yeah.
No, that was a joke. Just because everybody. So the notch is.
What does it mean?
On the iPhone X, on the iPhone 10, if you look at it, on the top, there's a notch to fit the camera and the front-facing camera. Well, since that came out, everybody is copying Apple on that, and for some reason the internet hates the notches.
It collects probably debris.
Well, no, it's not like a cutout. It's really a notch in the screen. So there's a blank part in the screen, It just comes down, and the internet does not like it.
All right, the internet.
The internet has
mob.
spoken. They don't like it. So that's why I was joking. Maybe they'd put it on the watch.
And now it seems
joke.
like the newer Samsung knows it's gonna have the notch there. And do you remember they made the commercial about the guy with the notch haircut?
Oh, I haven't watched TV in.
Yeah, so
When's the last time I
Samsung
watched
when
TV?
iPhone 10 first released, they made an ads about the guy was staying in line and waiting for the iPhone 10 and get the same haircut with a notch. So at that time, people thought it was really funny, but now they're gonna come out with a phone with a notch. So yeah, it's just.
It's called some not comeuppance, irony. What's the word I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Sure, irony.
Yeah, I think that's. Yeah.
So what in the future? What's like one piece of technology that you're really excited about in the let's say near future and then like mid to near future?
Wow. One piece tech that I'm really excited about. Well, like I've been testing the VR headset, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think just to watch sport and not even talking about play game, but just to watch sport like the NBA, wrestling or anything out there is totally new to me. So it's not like anything that we ever how do I say? It's totally new experience. And I just want to see like what will the future camera technology will be like, because now we think the VR is going to be the future. So yeah, just really want to see what a 360 camera is going to be like, in the near future, and that can go better with a VR headset.
And what VR headset are you using right now?
I just bought the Oculus Go, so it's the cheap $200 one, but the screen resolution is still better than the previous one, so it's still pretty good. And I think for media consumption, it's pretty good enough. Like I watch your video on there. If I turn on 4K, you actually can turn on 4K. And it looks really
wow.
Good. Yeah, so
I'd never heard of it. The Oculus Go, you said? Where can you get it?
On Amazon, on Best Buy. I think they just released it. I think a week ago or two. Yeah, it's a stand-alone one, so you don't need to connect your computer. So everything is in one device.
Nice. So does it work with like games and stuff too, or is it just like is it?
Yes. Well, now it's kind of, you only works with the game that they offer on their app store, and even though it is Android based, but you can't really get everything that Android system can get on there. So it's still pretty much the apps that designed just for that headset, for that brand. So I think that's one of the part they need to catch on, because the software part, there are a lot like the NBA TNT VR software supposed to work on Android, but I cannot find it in the App Store. So that's the thing.
Okay. Well, Everyday Wife, what are your thoughts on VR headsets? I've never used one. Would you be interested if I got one? Would you try it out? Could I make a video making fun of you?
Jonathan mentioned about he's got one. Isn't that right? Like a headset to fly drones, and I want to try that.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's different. The goggles are a little different than I think this is, because this is something where you can correct me if I'm wrong, like you could play a game or something, and instead of like interacting with a controller, you we could do a scary game or something. We could make a video.
No, you don't want that.
I mean,
I don't want to cry.
It'd make a funny
if
video.
there's any like Best Buy or like mall near you, you might have some of those Microsoft Store, any place that you can try. You can try to it's pretty cool. You really have to try it to experience like what it really means.
We may have to go to Best Buy tomorrow
on Mother's Day.
It's like a present.
Oh yeah, probably not.
It's a present. It's a present for everybody. It's everybody's present. It's everybody's day. The mother of invention. It's the mother of invention day.
Where do you live? Like what state?
I live in Florida, so Tampa, Florida.
Not far. Yeah. Tampa, you're close to Disney.
Yeah, we do go very often. Yeah.
Yes.
And we're now actually thinking about moving to Orlando because we go so often. So figure, why not just move there so we can save some gas money.
Absolutely.
And so you have a family.
Well, he's like
Yeah,
a dad.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, how many kids?
I have a wife and $2.
All right.
One wife.
And you're squared away for tomorrow for Mother's Day, right?
Yeah, I'm totally. Yeah, I was gonna give her the present earlier, but she said no.
Right. Yeah.
I want to reveal here, but I can't.
I wanted to do the same thing.
I know. I don't know what it is with guys sometimes getting so excited they got something they want to give it right away.
Well, I'm a terrible. So here's a personal note. I am terrible when it comes to presents. I hate buying something and then not giving it to somebody. So, like, I'm terrible at it.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at it. If I buy something, I'm like, let's just go. Here's your present. Open it up. I'm excited for you.
Or better yet, do you want to know what I got you? Do you want to know what I got you? Do you want to know what I got you?
In all fairness, somebody says, "Hey, tell me what you got me." Somebody will tell me. So, look, we've been married long enough now that I know that trick. Younger everyday dad, everyday boyfriend, and everyday fiance was not aware of those tricks and fell into that trap a few times of like, "Hey, what did you get me? Oh, well, I got you this. You've ruined it now, and it's terrible, and and I was like, oh,
It's a trap. Never.
It's a trap.
That.
In all fairness, I fell into that trap like 3 or 4 times. I'm a slow learner, but I did eventually get it.
Yeah, I was just preparing you like a dad. Do not give it early. It's just one day. It's very exciting. Hype it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait till probably midnight. Once it passes midnight, it's considered Mother's Day. I can wake her up. Hey,
wake
time.
up! It's officially Mother's Day. Open this up. I can't wait any longer.
Or videotape it.
Camera, everything. Yeah, exactly.
Wake up.
She's gonna hate it. Yeah.
Get like your phone and live stream it. Be like, hey, look. Here's your present. You're on the internet.
Your families are watching. My parents are watching too.
Everybody's
watching.
Live.
We're live.
We're live.
Get your pajamas straight.
So you guys are moving, right? Where do you guys know where you're going?
We're moving. At this point? Yeah, we're moving from the Augusta, Georgia region. We're moving to like the Washington D.C. area, which.
Oh wow, that's a big move.
Well, yeah,
it's a huge move. We're freaking out.
I mean, it's not that big. We've moved a few times. We've gone
in 14 years. We moved 10 times.
Yeah, we're basically nomads. We move around an awful lot. So we started out in Ohio. We moved to Georgia. From Georgia to Washington. From Washington to Arizona. From Arizona to Georgia. And now we're basically just making big laps. We just make big laps of the country, which is pretty cool. You get to check out all new stuff. We've never lived in a city as big as Washington D.C. before, though. So we have no. Here's the thing that stinks about, well, I'm sure there will be lots of things that stink about living in a place with like 1 billion people. But one is having a YouTube channel that talks about drones and not being able to fly drones anywhere near where we're gonna live.
I didn't thought about it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to figure out what you're going to do.
Or maybe figure out what if you fly it, what's going to happen.
Well, you go to jail. Like you,
I was like, no,
really?
no,
it's not here.
Probably not.
It's not here where if like I violate airspace, the FAA may give me a fine. That's like a, hey everybody, hey I know that guy. You see the newspaper where you're like,
oh no,
hey I know that guy that's getting arrested. I see him in that hat, and then you're just like on YouTube today, this weirdo in the Ohio State hat got arrested.
Former everyday dad.
So. We will still do drone videos. We just have to figure out how to. There's an RC club in the town. I think I'm going to join that club. And then they've got like a field that you can fly
Jonathan, you'll have to come.
Yeah, probably have to drive somewhere far to do that. Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
It's locked down for safety, right?
Yes.
If anything happened, your sub count is going to go way up. Think about it.
That's
the
true.
First guy
like a dad.
But don't do that.
But we're going to need more Patreon to bail you out.
Well.
Right, because we're going to be house poor at that point.
What we might end up doing is if we have a garage, all drone videos might be in the garage. We'll be like, hey, check out. Here's how you use an ND filter when you're in your garage.
Let's put up a green screen of like.
But like, this is how cool. Look how great this looks. And it's like a green screen of.
Look at the low
somewhere
profile
else.
flyers.
Yeah, yeah. See, green screen. That's it. That's all you need.
Look at this huge animal outside, and it's like our Chihuahua dog. It's like,
was
oh
gonna
my
say-
goodness, you got to blow up
Said it
the image.
sound accurate really fast. Like, why is it always accurate?
Why is it always the exact?
Sounds like you're outside.
Somehow you always fly in the exact same place at the exact same time of
It's
day.
my secret spot.
You know, just we're magic. Basically, is how we're gonna.
How you
get
gonna
to
do
work.
the slingshot one though?
That
Oh.
Maybe just open the window, go out, and
that's a good question. That's a good question. But no, yeah.
but
So
I'm still gonna find a place to, maybe just
it-
have to go further.
yeah, that's what I'll. So we'll probably still do like big drone videos where I buy the new drone whenever the Mavic 2 comes out, and I'll drive like 2 or 3 hours away into the middle of nowhere where I can then fly. But yeah, craziness.
Have you guys lived anywhere cold, like always that the furthest snows that I've ever been to? Well, actually,
Ohio.
Ohio is really cold. Sorry, yeah.
I'm
right.
from a very small town in the middle of a swamp. The everyday wife is actually from like Cleveland, so she's actually from a place that
believe it.
has a lot of snow.
Yeah. I don't mind it.
I'm serious. Like,
Okay.
okay, is anybody here from Ohio? Like anybody in the chat? Is anybody in the chat from Ohio right now?
Buckeye Nation is here.
Buckeye Nation, are you still here? We're gonna do an experiment. Everyday wife laughed at me for what I just said, but I want to see. I'm looking at the chat. Is anybody currently in Ohio? We'll come back to that if somebody is.
Yeah, see, Buckeye Nation.
Okay,
It is
Buckeye
here.
Nation. Have you? Hold on. Why did I not see that? I think my
Do
computer.
you have
is
you have
way-
yours listed on top chat so live?
Oh, okay. So Buckeye Nation, have you heard of the town of Shreve? I'm just curious.
It's
If it's in the middle of nowhere in a swamp, that is where the Everyday Dad hails from.
just as pretty as it sounds, y'all.
It's not.
Now you made me thirsty. You kind of want to.
Oh, nice. Woo! We're crazy.
It's the Coke from Mexico.
Oh, nice.
Buckeye Nation says no, and you have a suggestion for new channel names: the Everyday Felon
No,
and
I would
the
prefer
Everyday
not-
Inmate.
I would prefer not to have to do that. Let's not do that specific
Right.
part.
Right? Don't.
Maybe get so famous they're still let you do a live stream inside.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Hey, this is what
It's
this
good
is
for our image.
yeah, this is what happens when crazy YouTubers go to jail. You will live stream showing that we'll scare
The
kids
day-to-day
straight.
life in the jail.
Yeah, no thank you.
Jail fights.
No thank you.
And fly drone
assume-
inside the jail.
I assume this is going to cause this video to get demonetized. All of the talk about jail and felonies.
Flying drone in DC.
I just assume that that's so much. That's funny. That's
Oh
funny.
yes, somebody mentioned it when I posted a video about the top 5 best YouTube channel. At that time, you almost 9K sub.
Oh,
So
yeah,
now it just passed 25K. Wow.
I know it. It has been.
That's only 4 months
nuts.
ago, not even.
Yeah, we crossed 5,000 subscribers in December, and then we just crossed 25. I consider myself truly like fortunate. So it is, YouTube's a lot of hard work, but it's also some luck. And when you have the chance to be lucky, sometimes you just gotta, like, your work ethic is kind of what gives you the ability to exploit
Right.
luck. So one of my
Right,
very first videos got like 10,000 views, which is huge when your channel was 0 subscribers.
Yeah.
And then I got the Spark video came out, and it did really well. To this day, that's still my most viewed video on the channel. And I've just been incredibly fortunate. This has just been so great to do, and it's been a wild ride though. I can't believe, like, so I remember the conversation when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I was like, "Everyday wife, we just hit 1,000 subscribers." She was like, "No, you didn't." Like, I was like, "I did. We just hit 1,000 subscribers. It's crazy." And it's hard to, I know that there are 100% channels out there growing way faster than the Everyday Dad, and that's great. And I wish everybody nothing but the best, but I cannot believe it.
Yeah, your channel. Yeah, I really like. I think being consistent really help. And of course, your content is always. I like always. You always break it down. Like you talk about the product, you talk about the key points, like what you like about, what you don't like about. So I think it's really easy to follow compared to, I guess, my own videos always are all over the place. I talk about this, I talk about that. I forgot to talk about the things I want to talk about.
Oh no, you. So
And yeah,
I do appreciate that, but sometimes you got to like sometimes I feel like I don't go in depth enough, and I think you do a really good job of covering everything. Like you're, I forget what the title was, but you had a video about the A7 III where you were out filming with it, and I was like, dang, that's what I should have talked about with it. Like, so everybody
thanks.
out there,
Yes.
absolutely go check out Leica Dad's channel. So we're coming up to the end here. Is there something you want to plug real quick before we have to say goodbye? Do you have like something
Well,
like a big project or something coming up?
Just during the summertime, I'm going back to Taiwan, so I'm probably gonna do some vlog there because I don't think I'm gonna have the same kind of studio setup here. So probably not so much focus on the review. So probably do some vlog about food, about the tax there, because there's like it's in Asia. We love tax, so I shouldn't say that. So yeah, there's a tons of places that have a whole building of tech, like just small vendors selling parts. So I kind of just want to go there and show everybody what do those places look like. And yeah, that's pretty much what's coming for the next couple months, probably two months until I
Awesome.
get back here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
No, that's exciting. I think it's good to not just do one kind of content, but if you're gonna do some like explanation stuff, I think that's pretty exciting. I'm looking forward to checking it out.
I would
Thanks.
love to see what like Taiwan looks like. That
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
definitely gonna. Maybe I should buy a drone so I can do some
Yeah, you
drone
should.
shooting.
If it's legal there, I don't know any of the
really wanna get it.
Taiwanese drone laws, but you should absolutely buy a drone.
Yeah, I should just fly it until somebody says something, and I'm kidding. Yeah.
be safe, make good decisions. We like your videos. We want to see them, and we don't want you to have any of these 60
Yeah,
days in
definitely
jail
need to.
or bottom bunk productions that were
Yeah,
suggested.
we don't want you to be the Leica inmate. We don't want you to turn
the
we don't want you
mug
to
the
turn
mug
it
shot
in.
with it. And I just want to say huge congrats on your achievement. It's really 25,000 is really huge. Yeah, and thank you for having me, and thank you Everyday Wife for having me too.
Hey.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming
Thank
on. We really
you.
appreciate it. Everybody,
You
seriously,
are so sweet.
if you like Apple Watches, if you like cameras, definitely go over to Leica Dad's channel. Subscribe. His link is the link to his channel is in the description below. Seriously, thanks again, man, for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Have a great night.
Have fun trip.
All right, good night. Thank you.
Okay. Well, everybody, we've got about 18 minutes left in the live stream, and we've still got some things to cover. But if you do have questions or if you have anything you want to ask, you can shoot it over to @EverydayDad. The Everyday Wife will see that. But we've got some channel updates to talk about.
Okay, what are we talking about?
We are talking about some things. So I mentioned I mentioned some of these in the video that came out yesterday, thanking everybody. So seriously, first up, 25,000 subscribers. Thanks to everybody that watches. Like, I say this a lot, that if I make a video, the reason I make videos is because people seem to enjoy watching them. Like, I could make one and we could watch it because I force at least one person to watch it.
No.
And we could do that. And I mean, who cares? So seriously, thanks to everybody that watches. It means a lot to me that, this is something I really enjoy doing. And I don't know. I'm just seriously, I'm grateful. I'm blessed. I'm truly humbled, and it's awesome. So thanks to everybody. But so something I mentioned at the in the video yesterday is normally I've been doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday videos. Well, since life is currently upside down, I'm changing my video release schedule to, instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it's going to be Tuesday and Thursday, still 6 p.m. Eastern. We're still going to do the live stream Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern. So it's kind of like an every other day dad. Not an everyday dad, but an every other day dad. You're supposed to laugh.
Oh, jokes.
You're supposed to laugh.
I was unprepared for your funny.
Well, but it was funny. So we will move. Videos will be Tuesday, Thursdays, Saturdays. And then when I get to my new job and I feel that I have more time, maybe we'll go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We'll see.
Maybe.
yeah, we'll see how that goes. The Twitch streams, if you don't follow on Twitch, we do a live stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. where we just kind of like hang out and have fun and generally watch me be pretty terrible at video games. The link to that is also in the description, and those will stay Monday, Wednesday, Friday for right now, probably until we turn off our internet in like 2 weeks, and I won't be able to do it after that. So I'll still be able to upload the videos, and we'll be able to do YouTube live streams, but I don't know that we'll be able to do video game live streams on Twitch at that point. So if you want to join along Monday, Wednesday, Fridays on Twitch, awesome. And then another big thing. So we've talked about this before. Everyday Wife kind of mentioned it earlier about Patreon. So we do have a Patreon, but I just want to let everybody know. So I'm going to be shutting the Patreon down here pretty soon. And it's not just that anybody like invests in the channel at all is so like, again, I'm like doubly humbled that people watch and then people have decided to invest in. But I don't feel like I'm giving the value back. So there's like a lot of like tier things that I said, hey, I'd do this if you did this and this and this. Well, with the house moving and all that stuff, I don't feel like it's right to take the patrons' money, and I'm not giving back the value I said I would give, you know, very specifically. So here in the next few days, I'll be shutting down the Patreon, and maybe I'll start it up again in the future. I know a lot. Before I had one, everybody asked me, hey, do you do this? I would love to do it. I would love to do it. And so, again, I'm just humbled, like beyond humbled, and I'm so grateful for every patron we had. But maybe we'll start it up again once I'm settled again and I can actually give the value back that I said I would do. I don't like saying I'm going to do something and then not do it. Like Mark Guittardo out there, I still have not sent out the that action camera I said I would send out to him because we've been like crazy. I know. I talked to him about it earlier. We're gonna
send some more goodies or something.
We've got the Mark and I have.
That's so unlike us.
I know. Well, it's because we're stuck in this. We're getting ready to move. Nothing's like how we normally have it. So I apologize for all that. But yeah, just to let everybody know, I seriously appreciate it so much. But yeah, we'll be shutting it down. What else? I talked about the videos. I talked about Patreon. We talked about Twitch. Camera hunt. Oh, live stream. So speaking of the live stream, so Leica Dad, thanks really so much for joining us. But we're gonna go back to like a this for the Leica.
But
we're gonna go back to this format for the live streams until we can get established at our next place. So we're not gonna have any more guests on for another couple of weeks until we get to our new house. We're just gonna do this because at some point this will go away and we'll just be on a cell phone streaming like with a front-facing camera on the cell phone. So no more guests unless no more guests for right now. But here in a few weeks when we get to our new place, we'll do that. I'm heading out house hunting next week, so we will. Next week's videos are still in the pipeline. They'll be done. The week after that should still be done. I don't anticipate any hiccups or any. I don't anticipate any problems with the videos going forward, especially now that it's 2 a week. Totally doable. Very, very excited about it. Okay, what do we got? What do we got in the chat? Let me check the chat.
Brett Steamer was asking, will you do a video on how to live stream with a DSLR?
Absolutely. That is something. So that is something that I've been meaning to do.
Oh.
Because we already did the how to stream, cheap with just a webcam or just a cell phone, and it's something that I do want to do is how do you go from, hey everybody, we're live right now, to like something where you're using a big camera, you're using an audio mixer, you've got like lots of things set up to help it out. That is 100% something that I will be working on. What do we got? Yep, you definitely sub to Leica Dad. Brett Seamer Vlogs. How do I set up my camera to OBS? Yeah, something that I'm talking about. So just a real quick rundown is I use a product called an Elgato Cam Link. It's this little. I can't show it to you without unplugging it, but it's this little like HDMI.
Dongle.
Yeah, it's an HDMI to USB dongle.
That's as nerdy as I get.
It's not very expensive. I was using a Blackmagic Ultra Studio Mini recorder, which does the same thing, and it goes through the Thunderbolt 2 port on my Mac. It was kind of finicky. It didn't like to work all the time. It was really, sometimes it just would not work, and all the settings were correct. So I moved to this Elgato thing. It doesn't have the best build quality, but it's like $100, whereas anything comparable is at least $200, $300, $400. So way better than that. Yeah, work. We move around due to work. They tell me where to go, and I definitely go. Jonathan Maxwell, I see you still haven't bought that sound effects board. Well, I keep meaning to talk to, like when we had Ken Herron on the show, he was kind of working me through how he did his, and I'm thinking about that. Either way, like we could do it off of this mixing hub we've got right now. It's got all the, can you guys see this? This has like all the, yeah, you can't see it. But it's got all the plugs in it. I actually could probably do something where I download like a soundboard onto my phone that I've got plugged in, because I can move all the audio. So all the audio that we're doing right now, anything that comes over the, the Windows computer, anything that comes over the MacBook, well, the MacBook's not attached, but all the microphones, the streaming, everything goes through this mixing hub. So I could put any kind of audio source into this thing, and we could make a soundboard work way better now than, remember when we had that sound thing where we like brought it up to the microphone? Remember that thing?
The little red thing? Yeah, where is it?
But this would be.
It probably got packed. I don't even know.
This would be way better than that, by the way. Britt Seymour Vlogs. We are Ohioans. I've heard of Lancaster, Ohio. Do you know?
Yes, I know where it is. It's east of Columbus.
Okay, we lived in Columbus for a very long time, like 7 years. I moved to Columbus in 2004. No, I moved to Columbus in 2002. Left for a while, came back in 2004, and then we left in 2010. Yeah, no, I left in 2010.
I left in 11.
So yeah, definitely love Ohio. I'd never want to move back there.
I love it. Columbus is amazing. A lot of new stuff going on there. It's getting more progressive. A lot of smart people there. A lot of great industry there. I love it. If I could teach there at Ohio State, I'd be like, bye. I mean,
you'd say bye to me?
You have to come with me, but
ouch. Dang.
Sorry, I have dreams. Hashtag dreams.
51 Drones. Hey, thanks for coming by, man. YouTube is beta testing the sponsor program. It's there instead of Patreon. Yeah, I saw that. So maybe here in the future there will be like a button on the front page where you can sponsor if you really want to, or you can like donate through YouTube every month. But hey, if you guys really like, if you really want to donate, or if you really want to invest in the channel, there's something that you can do for free, which is if you have an Amazon Prime account, you can go over to, I'm a Twitch affiliate for the streaming. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Prime account to Twitch, do Twitch Prime for free, and you get one sponsor a month that you can do, and it's like, you can sponsor me that way if that's something that you really want to do, where I get money out of it, but it's free for you, which is, I think that's one of the things I like about Twitch is more about like having control over. That's why we don't have like a separate channel that we stream on YouTube for the Monday, Wednesday, Friday things. It's a lot more control and a lot better for you and I for the stream, which I really like. Philip X, yes, you guys are amazing. Really, thank you. Well, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
We're just a goofy couple being goofy.
We just lost this. She says dongle, cam link. Yep, the cam link's definitely a good one.
51 Drones. Fun question. If you could choose a location to settle down, where would it be?
Washington State.
Really?
We lived in Washington State for 3 years. I loved every second of it. So I hate the heat and I hate the cold. The south is too hot. The north is too cold. It never got like above 80 degrees there. It never really got below 40 degrees there. I loved and the Pacific Northwest is some of the most beautiful country you have ever seen. I've seen a lot, and I really, really like the Pacific Northwest. So we lived in like the Tacoma region, where within an hour north you could be in Seattle, which Seattle's a weird town, but I love Seattle. But Seattle's beautiful. You can be in an hour. You can be in Seattle. In an hour you can be in the mountains. And I mean, like, I spent days, weeks in those mountains, which was awesome. You could be in Oregon in an hour. Like, if you've ever seen the Goonies, you could be on the Cannon Beach where they filmed like the end of the Goonies at within like an hour and a half drive. I would live there.
Don't try to speak movie love to me.
I would move there in a heartbeat. I made us
go on the little pilgrimage
I would live there in a heartbeat. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. It's like somebody was like, hey, everyday dad, let's create a place that is perfect for you, and we will call it Washington State. I loved.
Oh, how poetic.
I loved it. I miss it.
I wish it was a little more like centrally located, because our family is, in the eastern portion of the United States.
It is beautiful. So there's, and I've talked to Stan Cook. Stan Cook, you still here? Yeah, Stan Cook is still here. There's, what is that? The Columbia River Gorge leading up to, what are those falls? The Multnomah. That drive is one of the most beautiful drives in the country. I love it. I love it.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
great.
it is nice there. Oh, in case you wondered where I want to live.
Whoa, everyday wife. Where would you like? I already know what you're gonna say.
What am I going to say?
You already said it.
What I would have said I wouldn't mind going back to Ohio, like Columbus, being close to family. That's important to me. I know they watch these videos and send us messages and stuff, but you know, it's nice. Like we have a young child and we have young nieces and nephews. It'd be nice to be like, hey, Sunday, let's have dinner. Instead of, hey, Sunday, let's watch you post pictures on Facebook about how you're all having fun at dinner and we'll be somewhere else.
But on Saturdays, we're here doing the live stream.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I'm just saying, like, it would be nice.
We have a difference of opinion.
Like,
we have a difference of opinion.
Our priorities are a little different.
And that's fine.
I mean, I like Washington. I would go back there. If your job sends us there, okay. We have a lot of good friends still there, and we can make the best of our situation. So,
100%.
Plus the Maxwells will be there.
Absolutely. And Stan Cook's there.
And Stan Cook, yep. And who else is out there?
It'd be amazing. Daniel Baldry, Ted, you have to try Hawaii. We'll see. So I don't like being trapped on an island. If work sent me there, I'd be totally okay with it.
Australia.
I'd be totally okay with
let's go to Germany.
But here's the thing about Australia, though, and is Daniel Baldry? Oh yeah, I just said Daniel Baldry. So here's my concern about Australia is.
Don't say spiders.
I was gonna say spiders and bugs, and it looks beautiful. I think it would be awesome to live there. I'm just terrified of bugs. Yes, it's Mike Hall. Amazon Prime membership rates are going up to $119 next month. Ooh.
Maybe we'll be grandfathered in. We've had it since the beginning.
We'll still pay for it. I don't know how life existed before. Amazon would have to charge an obscene amount before I would leave Amazon Prime. Like, it's amazing. I love.
We're keeping them in business.
Kekrafo Crawford, have you looked at the OXO Brave 4 or 5 action cameras? Well, speaking of which, that's what next week videos are about. I think it's the OXO Brave 5 that just came out. I was perusing Amazon last night. I was like, what are we going to talk about? I was looking for a video for later in the month, but I saw that the OXO Brave 5 is reported to be waterproof without a case. So it's piqued. That was a joke. It's piqued my interest.
Oh, and, I was reading the chat.
And it should be here tomorrow, and that's what the Tuesday and Thursday's video will be about. Michael Shaw, what would be your take on the minimum internet stream to do live streams? I have no idea. Like, ours is not very good, I don't think. Hold on, what? I hate when it jumps. All right, I'm still doing top chat. Hold on, I've got my chat set up to like the way that I can't see anybody. Oh, never mind.
Ya.
Well, no, but it won't let me change it. I don't know. I think like what? You need at least 1 megabit up per second. Probably 5 would be the preferable. If we can get 1 gigabyte where we're going, I'm paying for 1 gigabyte where we're going. Like, we'd be able to stream in 1080p 60. It'd be amazing. What are we at right now? Maybe we're at 1080p 60. What is our? No, 420. Well, we're at 720 60, which isn't terrible, but I would prefer doing 1080p 60. We're creepy crawly. Yeah, they terrify me. They terrify me. Okay, so we're coming up on the last couple of minutes. So if you have any final questions or comments, just shoot them over, and we'll talk. I'm trying to see everybody's comments, but the problem is I've got this set to the wrong thing, and it's not letting me see. Nathan Stoll, when is my Phantom 4 Pro version 2 coming in? It's probably not going to come in. So as we talked about earlier in the stream, I'm kind of going through a camera crisis right now where I want to like grow up and use a big boy camera. And then I had the big boy camera, and then I got rid of it, and I cried myself to sleep, and I wrote about it in my diary that night. But anyway,
I had to hear about it.
So I'm buying that, and okay, so I've bought in the last 24 hours. I've bought and canceled like 3 camera orders.
Oh, that's why you're having the credit card problem. Okay.
So I've bought and canceled 3 credit card orders. Well, all of the New York camera companies are currently on like holiday for the next, like literally for the next 30 minutes. And so they've been processing my payments, but they haven't taken any of the payments off yet. So it's all pending. So my card is like, you are way overdrawn, but they're all canceled. So it'll get fixed this week, but I can't get a Phantom 4 Pro V2. And I know I put that in the thing, and we didn't even talk about it. So let's talk about that for the last 2 minutes. So this isn't just a totally clickbait. Hold on. No, before this is a totally clickbait, like not a true statement video. So Phantom 4, I called it the Platinum. So the Phantom 4 Platinum, it is the Phantom 4 Platinum, same camera, same everything. It's just quieter. The new ESCs, it's like what they did with the Mavic Pro, where they made the Mavic Pro Platinum. It's the Phantom 4 Pro. It's the Phantom 4 Pro Platinum. I don't know why they didn't just call it Platinum. They should have just called it Platinum. Will I get one? I would love to get one. If we weren't moving so soon and I had this like camera thing situated, I would get one. I was thinking about buying one of these drones, like $1,500, to be like the hail, the last hurrah of us in Georgia, being like my last drone video. But I don't think it's gonna happen because of this whole camera craziness.
Hey, a couple questions. Philip wants to know about how do I sponsor you on my linked Twitch account to Prime?
I think if you just, so if you go to, there's a link to the description below. I think you just, you go to like so you link your Twitch Prime. Once you've linked your Twitch Prime, you just go to like me on Twitch, and then you have an option on the sponsorship thing of use your Amazon Prime, your Twitch Prime sponsor.
Like a dad says, what's the #1 best action camera now, if you can choose any?
The Sony FDR X3000.
Ooh, that one you sold?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up, everyday wife. Another camera that I got rid of that I regret. That is the best action camera currently on the market. The GoPros, the only thing GoPro has is its shape, because all the accessories are built around that shape. All the gimbals are built around that shape. That is the only thing it has. The GoPro Hero 6 does have fantastic electronic image stabilization. I can't take that away from it, but the Sony FDR X3000 is by far and away, the best action camera out right now, because not only is it a great camera, it has such a sharp image. It has an audio in, like it has a 3.5mm jack in that some like big cameras don't have, like the Sony A5000 line doesn't have headphone jacks in, but that action camera does. The optical image stabilization in it is bonkers good, and I'm probably going to get another one when I can, because it's awesome, because it's amazing. It's amazing. I mean, but for budget, like Bill Utah's saying, for budget, the E-Lite is still my favorite budget action camera. And we're going to do a video in the next couple of weeks where I reevaluate it, because I've had it for like 7 months now. Like, in the last 7 months, there's been a lot of budget action cameras. Is the E-Lite still the best one? I don't know. Is it? It probably is. Yeah, I mean, I know. But the Sony's so good. The Sony's so good. All right, everybody. We have met our time. We've gone for about an hour. So thanks, everybody, for coming out. I really appreciate it. Everyday Wife, do you got any closing comments?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. I've been watching the chat. Everybody's been fantastic. We haven't had to ban anybody or delete any comments. So thank you for that. For all the ladies out there that are moms, happy Mother's Day. And thank you again to Leica Dad. He's great. I hope you have a great trip to Taiwan. Absolutely. And again, yeah, thanks, Leica Dad. Thanks for coming out. Everybody that's still here, if you haven't had a chance to go over and subscribe to Leica Dad's channel, 100% go do that. It got a fantastic channel, and it got a really great camera. That looked really great. That camera looked fantastic. Okay, but I see what's going on. The camera looked fantastic. Your eyes glazed over. I can't say it looked amazing. Oh, and Leica Dad, $10. Thanks. Well, thank you. We really appreciate it. We loved having you on. Thanks, everybody. For all the mothers out there, have a happy Mother's Day. If you have not, make sure to call your mother tomorrow and say, or if you're going over to see your mother, I guess that's cool too. We live then 12 hours from our mothers, so we'll be calling them. So thanks, everybody, for coming out again, and we'll see you next Saturday. Same TED place, same TED. Oh, and last thing, since I told him I would, Ready Set Drone. If you like the Ready Set Drone t-shirts, there's a link in the description for where you can get your very own. Kelly, if you're watching, thanks for the t-shirts. I said I'd wear them. Yes, thank you for the t-shirt. All right, everybody. Hey, have a fantastic night, and we will catch you next week.